Guys,
What?
I gotta take a piss. My bladder is full of hydrogen water.
Like me and my homies have been like getting, we've drinking a couple beers. You're like, hey, let's go do some body shots real quick.
Dude, it's like a group of four superheroes. I mean, how could you edit? But it's all real.
Shout out to the Contradiction podcast. My body's here.
All right. Episode 12 of the End of the Chin podcast is here.
12 chairs, walnut, covered in gold brocade.
You know who else is here? Hector's here.
What's up, man? How are you, Josh?
Oh, we're rocking and rolling. I am having a blast. But you know who's not here? As you may be able to see, Abe is not here yet, but he will be. He's coming shortly. How shortly, we don't know. But he will be here. To kick this bitch off, I don't think we need to waste any time. The prelims. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. Every fucking fight ended in a finish.
yeah, it was nuts. I didn't get to watch it. I was sleeping. But yeah, man. I seen the highlights and the results. Obviously, man, great fucking fight card.
That's right. Yeah, I know we were sending each other all the highlights back and forth up in the chat. And one of the most impressive highlights that we shared was Ricky Simone
Yeah,
back in the win column.
yeah, I didn't. I underestimated him. He
I think
got
a
a
lot of people did.
he got a really good knockout.
Yes, 3 minutes and 58 seconds into the first round, knocks out Javid Basharat, handing him his second loss in a row,
Yeah.
but Ricky Simone himself breaking that three-fight losing streak with a massive knockout. But he was not alone. We have Modestas Bukauskas, a Tom Aspinall partner. He got a knockout in round one, 2 minutes and 12 seconds in. Shout out. He also just signed another fight contract. We don't know with who. And I only saw a post about that. I didn't fact check that. I'm gonna add that in there. That I saw a post. I don't know if it's real, but I saw that he already signed for his next fight.
Yeah, I think
Um,
you sent that in the chat.
yeah, yeah. So the fight after that, Nursultan Ruzaboyev gets a knockout 33 seconds into the second round over Eric McConaughey, who I believe was a debutant, but I can't remember.
Yeah,
Was
he
he?
was. He
Okay,
was.
yeah. Yeah, so well, he lost. Rip hopefully he could bounce back from that. And then a guy that we highlighted that Abe told me about a long, 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 long time ago, Austin Vanderford. This was years ago. Whenever he fought the guy that he ended up, I think, taking his first loss to, I don't know what
Musasi.
was that him?
It was probably Musasi. Yeah.
Because he lost to whoever was first, and then Aaron Jeffrey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Musasi.
okay, yeah. So he lost to that guy. Abe was hyping him up. His tattoos look sick. You know, when you have a purple eye on your neck, you know, it's eye-catching. No pun intended. But he got a KO, and there was a little bit of controversy after the fight. Did we share a clip of that? Did you catch what happened after that fight?
Yeah, yeah. The other guy went. He probably the other guy thought it was an early stoppage, and
Mhm.
he retaliated. But he retaliated against the fighter. Like they say, don't hate the player, fake hate the game, right?
Right. Yeah, and that
Yeah,
is part of the game. You know, Austin Vanderford was peppering him with shots. I guess not really peppering, more like just he was hitting him. And yeah, he
yeah.
wasn't out. He may not have been hurt, but a ref is supposed to stop a fight when there's repeated blows to the head in one spot and they're not advancing anywhere. So I don't think it was a
Hmm.
bad stoppage. Was it a little early? Yeah, you could argue that without a doubt, especially based on his condition as soon as it was stopped. But
Yeah,
yeah, you can't push your opponent after they beat you. You just can't do
right.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Vanderford, I
They,
believe I oh, what were you
they
saying?
they actually asked Dana if he was gonna get like Paul Daly treatment, when he
Oh
punched
yeah.
Koscheck after the fight. But he said no, no. He said that it wasn't necessary. Like he said, he made it clear that stuff like that happens, but not punching somebody.
Right, right, right. It
Like
was
you had,
just a push.
yeah, like you had fucking 15 minutes to beat this guy's ass, and
Right.
you didn't do shit. But after the fight, you want to fight. Like make it make sense.
Right, yeah. So Austin Vanderford himself, if I'm remembering correctly, called for him not to be cut. Because it is one of those things where it is like a cuttable offense. If you
Right.
make like harm, like it's one thing to pat each other on the back or give each other a hug after a fight, but if you're
Yeah.
like putting hands on an opponent, like in a like you're pushing
Yeah,
them, you know?
in a violent
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
do that. So I'm glad he's not getting cut for it. You know, it's one of those things. You're
Yeah.
really emotional. You just were in a fist fight. You just got stopped. You thought it was early. You know, emotions are going to be running high. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
glad he didn't get cut.
even Austin didn't look like mad or anything. He was probably like
Yeah, he's like, dude, what the
in
fuck are you doing?
disbelief,
Right,
like
yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
flip him the double bird. I mean, but
Yeah.
when you win a fight like that, you know, you just got to enjoy it. You
Yeah.
did everything you were supposed to do. You know, it
Yeah.
wasn't a fluke stoppage. Again, it
No
was
need to be salty.
right.
No need
Yeah,
to be
that was
salty about
he
it.
did everything he needed to do to win and looked good doing it.
Yeah,
Um,
he looked good, to be honest.
mhm. And then after we already talked about the Ricky Simone fight, trying to run through these quick so we could get to like all the big news that's coming up, get to the card that's coming up.
Yes, yes, yes,
We
yes.
had a middleweight fight of Contender Series guys, Mansour Abdul Malik, who is a Pittsburgh guy, I found out, doesn't train in Pittsburgh, but he's from Pittsburgh. So shout out. But he took on Nick Klein, who I forgot to mention on the last episode when we talked about him. He was the guy came in on like a few days' notice on the Contender Series, got a stoppage within the first minute, and punched his ticket to the UFC. But he did,
Decline.
and he won the first round. He won the first round.
Did
Nick
he?
Klein. Oh yeah, yeah. If for those of you who have not seen it, don't let the second round KO and the high opening odds fool you. Nick Klein won the first round. My buddy actually bet on him, and then he like won money. Like the cash out went up because Nick
Right.
Klein won the first round. He cashed out, and then Nick Klein
Nice.
got knocked out. So he ended up making out on that one.
Lucky guy.
Yeah, but yeah, it was did you see the highlight from that one?
I didn't, man. I've been trying to watch the whole preliminary card,
Mm.
but I haven't got any time. So I just stick to the highlights. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, sometimes that's just what you got to do. You know, I've been in situations where I can't watch the card and it's killing me. I once I couldn't watch the Tom Aspinall card and I just didn't look at Twitter. I didn't look at any social media at all day. And when I got home, I watched the whole thing. And well, I watched the Tom Aspinall fight first, but then I went back and watched the
yeah,
rest of them afterwards. But yeah, so yeah, no, I get it. It happens. Um,
yeah.
a guy that
What
we
ab-
were what's up?
what about that guy, man? Abdul Malik. He's on a tear, man.
Yeah, I mean, he is looking
Yes,
incredible. I mean, this is a guy
fucking
that,
dynamite.
right, yeah, very
Oh
early on,
my.
one of those guys that stands out, very athletic, just like I mean, and I'm on him because he's a Pittsburgh guy. Once I saw that, because I remember watching him on the Contender Series, but
Yeah,
I forgot that he was from Pittsburgh, but now I won't forget it. That's for sure. But yeah, he looks like a guy who could really make a good impression early on. You know, we talk about fighters having title runs, but like
yeah,
when you're making your debut, when you're a debutant, you have to go on a run. Like you're setting the stage for the rest of your career. So your
right.
first four fights, first three, four, five fights, that's how you make what your career is going to be. Now you could be like a Charles Oliveira, have a little rocky career to start, and then become a fucking legend champion later on. But that's a rare case, you know?
Yeah. Um, he's a middleweight, right?
Who? Abdul Malik.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, and that
I'm
is
thinking
that.
about potential matchups.
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do we think it? Do we get the Bo Nickel matchup? Well, no, they're not gonna have Bo
Hey,
Nickel fight
that's exactly what I was thinking, bro. How the fuck do you read my mind?
That's
Oh
incredible.
Lord.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah, when it crossed my mind, but the only thing about it is that I don't think they're gonna have Bo Nickel fight back anymore.
Nah,
They're not gonna have him fight contenders.
no, they're gonna uh, pick very carefully who he fights next, but he's definitely fighting up.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave my list already. Roman Kopylov, Paulo Costa, Marvin Vettori. I think those are our Bo Nickel's
Right.
next three opponents. But speaking of next opponents, the next opponents that fought after the Abdul Malik Klein fight was a guy that we were on, Andre Fili, who took the L in round one, 4 minutes and 30 seconds into
Yeah.
Melquiel Costa. Um, yeah, it was one of those things. Like, good for that guy. It was cool to see him win it. He was celebrating. It was like good for this guy. I wasn't mad. I just thought Andre Fili was gonna win
Yeah.
that one. Did you catch that at all?
No, I didn't watch it, but yeah, yeah, we were on Philly on the Philly train on that one. But
Wait, you were in
man, that's
Philly?
Philly, man. What was that?
Oh, Philly. I thought you
Yeah.
said you were. I thought you said you were in Philly.
No, no, no.
I was like, what the fuck? I would have came by.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would we were definitely
I see.
drank
We're on the
some
Philly
beers.
trade. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and man, that's the thing with this guy, man. You don't know what you're getting out of
Mhm.
this Philly guy, man. He just beat Cub Swanson a
Yeah.
preview like a few fights
I think it
back.
was. I think that was his last fight, if I'm
It,
not
it,
mistaken.
it
Let me check.
was it?
It was.
Uh,
Yeah, that was his. It was June
yeah,
of 2024, so it was quite a while ago.
yeah, and then loses to this guy that nobody fucking knows. Like,
Well, he does
yeah,
have that. He is recognizable. He dyes his hair wacky colors. I mean, that's like
yeah,
the one thing. If you're a fighter and you want to make yourself stand out, just dye your hair and make it unique. Though people
yeah.
remember
I
it.
mean, he's unique even if he doesn't fucking do anything to his hair. He has like a skin
Oh yeah, he has
condition that
vitiligo.
he looks, yeah, yeah, whatever that thing's called.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he looks cool. He looks mean as fuck.
yeah,
I ain't
he
gonna
does.
lie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially after getting what?
he got he's fighting. He got matched up real quick after the fight.
Oh, he did.
He's
I didn't even
actually
see it.
he's actually fighting in Mexico City. He's fighting none other than Christian Rodriguez.
Oh, yes, I did see that. I did see that. Yes. Oh, you
Yeah,
just reminded me. I knew there were matchups that I heard about that when I was like taking notes. I'm like, man, I'm forgetting matchups to talk about because we
yeah.
got some cool matchups that are coming up. But yes, it even is on Tapology confirmed March 29th. Yeah, wow. Christian Rodriguez. Now, here's the thing. While this Costa guy, let's see his record in the UFC. He's 3-2 in the UFC. So he has 5 fights, winning record.
Close to
Um,
who?
this is Costa.
Yeah, but he lost to
Oh,
who?
he lost to Steve Garcia, so
Okay, good.
he knocks
Yeah, good
everybody
fighter.
out. And Thiago Moises, rear naked choke in
Oh,
the second round.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah.
But still,
And
Steve
I,
Gar if
and I, and
anybody who
I'm
knows Steve Garcia, he shuts lights out like
and
crazy.
I'm guessing a lightweight against the other Brazilian guy, right?
Uh,
Thiago Moises. Yeah, yeah, it has to be lightweight.
yeah, that was at lightweight. Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, yeah, this guy is probably good.
Yeah, so yeah, down at featherweight now. What I'm seeing here, Christian Rodriguez, now we know he kills contenders, but here's the thing. He kills undefeated contenders.
Right.
Now, is the non-undefeated record of Costa going to play a role here? Is that going to be Christian Rodriguez's kryptonite?
I don't know, man. I think
Oh, fuck. Hold on. I just smacked my phone off my computer. What were you saying?
yeah, man, I just think he's gonna get going now. Like he had a setback with his last loss to what's his name? Really long guy, tall guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Who did Rodriguez lose to?
Juicy J,
Oh, was it
Julian
Julian
Rosa.
Erosa?
Yeah, and I think yeah, I mean he was doing good in that fight, but he got cut in that guillotine I mean, it's only learning experience.
Mhm.
I just think he's gonna keep doing good now from now on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you look at it almost seems like the UFC, like early on when they matched them up with Raul Rosas, like in that
Yeah,
moment, you're being fed to the wolves. It's like
right.
you're now fodder for the guy that we want to become bigger. We want him to win his fights. He's
Yeah,
undefeated.
they want you as a stepping stone, right?
Right. Yeah. And now so once Christian Rodriguez does that, they do it again with Cameron Simon. You
Yeah,
know, and it's like, and then Isaac Dolgarian, and I've gone on record and said this before. I thought Isaac Dolgarian won that fight. All the respect to Christian
yeah.
Rodriguez, you're a baller, but I thought Isaac won that fight. But still, doesn't
Probably,
matter what I
probably.
fucking think. Christian won the
Yeah,
fight, like
yeah,
officially, he won.
yeah. Probably. Uh, what is it called when nobody wins and nobody
A
loses? Like
draw?
a draw. Probably a
Yeah.
draw. I see the third round as a 10-8 because
Okay.
basically the other the Isaac guy he he in my opinion he gave up. But yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Well, you know what?
Like
I've mentioned that fight so many times at this point, not even just on the pod, but like in conversation
yeah.
with people that I should probably go back and watch it to like update my opinion just to make sure I remember what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
Because
kind of remember it was back and forth, but he like Isaac looked really, really dominant the first two rounds. The first round it was obviously his, and the second round it was more competitive, but I still gave it to Isaac. And the third round I thought it was a draw, 10-8 for Christian. So depend, it was a close fight, and he Christian won, and that's what matters, man. That's
it is.
it's not how you start, but how you finish. And he
Yeah.
finished really strong, man.
Yeah, you always love to see stuff like that, especially on the Contender Series. That is my favorite thing when somebody's
Yeah,
they might be getting their ass kicked or maybe they're just losing, but when they
yeah,
just fight back, that is some of the best shit. That's what makes the
yeah.
Contender Series so awesome
And
because you see that a lot.
my man, Christian is a dog. He has no fucking quit in him, bro.
Hmm.
Like I've seen all his fights with all the contenders, the undefeated contenders. First, he struggles, but then I like you seeing his face. He's just cool as a fucking cucumber. He never gives up. Like he's always trying to get out of bad positions. He's always trying to fucking strike. Man, I love this guy, man. And I hope he wins the next fight against Costa.
So do I. So do I. I am all in on Christian Rodriguez for that fight. Respect to Costa. You had a good win over Feely, but I want to see Rodriguez win that fight.
Yeah,
Speaking of winning fights, Ion Cutelaba beat Ivo
yeah,
Aslan by
yeah,
submission in round one.
yeah.
Um, we did not think that was going to happen. I was
I
on
did.
Ivo Aslan. Oh, you? Oh, yeah, wait. Did you call
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
Okay, it
I
must have
took
been me and Abe on Aslan.
Kutalaba.
Well, congratulations because he was back to his monstrous ways. Ibo Aslan coming off of a great finish and a great post-fight speech, very memorable, but did not get the opportunity to give a post-fight speech in this one because he got subbed in the first round. But
Yeah,
did you catch that highlight?
yeah. I did. Yeah, I was man. I'm always I have always been high on Kutalaba. I like his personality, very aggressive
Mm-hmm.
before like in the face-offs and stuff. And I like that. I fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I I like to see him winning. I love when Glover humbled him. That was, I think,
Oh,
his first loss in the UFC. I love that one, and then after that, Jared Cannonier, but he beat a good amount of contenders. He beat Roundtree Jr.
mm-hmm.
like in a dominant way, and then he lost to Johnny Walker, and I'm like, fuck, the fuck, what the fuck is this guy doing, man? But
Yeah.
then he's back. He's back in the win column, and hopefully he keeps it that way.
Yeah, hopefully he is an entertaining guy, always keeps it entertaining at the ceremonial weigh-ins with his costumes and body paint and all that cool
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, hope to see him stick around. Speaking of sticking around, there's quite a few people who are not sticking around. We have a lot of cuts that I want to go over, but we'll save that for when Abe gets here. We'll rip through this main card really quick, and then we could get to the fun stuff. Alonzo Menifield beat Julius Walker in a decision. Was it a split decision? Am I remembering that
I,
correctly?
I don't remember, man. To be honest, I
I
didn't watch that fight.
right, yeah. Let me see here. It was. Okay, yeah, it was a
Split.
split decision. Yep. It was a split decision, but it did win fight of the night. So,
Nice.
oh, and by the nope. Okay. Thought we had news. No news. But yeah, no, they did win fight of the night for that. So congratulations to Alonzo Menifield and congratulations on to Julius Walker for winning fight of the night in your debut on a main card. Great job,
Nice.
dude. But now the next fight, the best fight on the main card, and we all had a feeling that it would be. We were pronouncing his name wrong from what I understand. It's not Gene, it's Gian. Like Gian.
Gian. Gian.
It's Gian Silva. Anyway, Gian Silva, fighting nerds, back in action,
Man.
gets the win over Melsik Bogdasarian, a knockout in round one, 4 minutes and 15 seconds into it. But dude,
What
the
the fuck?
fighting nerds continue.
What the fuck are those guys eating, man? They just can't stop fucking winning.
It's crazy. Yeah, the four fighting nerds, Kyle Bahayo, Marcio Rufi, Carlos Prates, and the one who just got the most recent one, Gian Silva, they're undefeated in the UFC.
On a
So
fucking tear, bro.
yeah. I mean, Kyle Bahayo is knocking at the door of a title shot. Prates is knocking everybody out that comes his way. Gian Silva's becoming an instant fan favorite. And we might as well mention this now. He already has a fight booked with Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah,
So
he called it.
yeah, he called his shot and he got it. And you love to see that.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
speaking of loving to see it, Bryce Mitchell, as we all know, garnered a lot of hate within the past few weeks. And there's a lot of people who want to see a repeat of the Josh Emmett experience. And a lot of people are thinking that Gian Silva could be the one to deliver that. So, major, awesome business move on the part of the UFC. Who do you have in that matchup? I don't want to assume.
Man, I got Silva in that one. I
Yeah.
mean, the styles make fights, and I think it's gonna be very hard for Mitchell to get to Silva's legs. And if he
Hmm.
does, he's gonna get up. He's gonna be his ass. I like Bryce. Don't get me wrong. He's a good fighter, and I like him. I like his personality, very humble and always talking stupid ass shit. Uh, I like him. I like him. It's just that fighting wise, I don't see him beating Gian Silva.
Yeah, I too like Bryce Mitchell. I always like a character, right? And he is the de facto like farm boy, redneck, like
Yeah.
Arkansas, like even if that's all real, because I have a theory that he plays a character and he does it very convincingly. That's just a theory. But regardless of if he's his real self or if he's playing a character, he is a character. His real self, if it is his real self, is a character. And
Yeah.
I always love to see that, especially in sports. Like you just have that unique personality because there are a lot of fighters that, you could remember them by how they fight, you could remember them by how they look, but some of them just kind of blend in with the mass crowd. You could remember their name, but they don't really have that thing that sets them apart. But Bryce Mitchell certainly does. So that's why we like Bryce Mitchell. But yeah, I agree. I think Gian Silva is going to take that. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's about that.
Yeah. I don't see him winning. Uh, I would love to see him winning, but He's not gonna win.
And it's one of these things where it's like on one hand I would love to say, oh, but if Bryce Mitchell wins, it's like, but at the same time, like I want to keep being able to say that the Fighting Nerds are undefeated. So now
Yeah,
we're kind of banking that on four
yeah,
fighters here. So yeah, what I want to keep that streak alive for as long as possible. So for multiple facets, I want Gian Silva to win that fight.
yeah. Who else got a fight from that camp? A fight book.
Prates is booked
Practice.
against Jeff Neal.
Rufy too.
Yeah, oh yeah, Rufy's fighting Bobby Green like
Yeah.
in 2 weeks.
Who we
Yeah,
got?
or
Who we got in the
yeah, yeah.
man?
So
Good fight. Good fight
yeah, dude.
with Bobby Green, man.
Yeah,
Great fight. Holy fuck.
yeah, dude. That's all.
Oh Lord.
This
Who
is
you
gonna
got
be
there?
great.
Rufy or
Or Bobby
Mr.
Green?
Mr. King Green?
Oh, dude, I'm going Rufy. I'm going Marcio Rufy. I mean, like I said, I need these guys to stay undefeated. I absolutely love these guys.
Yeah.
It's when's the last time you saw a team this like guys who are on the same team,
Man, they came out of fucking nowhere. Like
right? They come out of
a
nowhere.
year ago, we didn't. Nobody knew who the Fighting Nerds was. Nobody knew.
Right, like you had Kyle Bahayo like wearing the glasses, but like no, like it wasn't like the
Yeah,
fighting there. It was Kyle. That's Kyle Bahayo's
yeah,
gym. Like
yeah,
it's like anybody else going. Shout out American Top Team. Like it wasn't. But
yeah,
then when three more of the same guys from the gym all kind of rush into the UFC around the same time, it's like, wait, what the fuck? Who are the fighting nerds? Like
yeah,
what are these guys? And it's like it's like a group of four superheroes. I mean, how could you? But it's all real. Like
yeah,
it's this is great. This is why we love
yeah.
it. It's crews like this, fighters like this. This is why we love it.
Yeah, and they all have their own personality. Very
Yep.
like they're all different. They're all unique in their ways. Like I like Caio. That I mean, he looks like a cool guy, willing
Mhm.
to help and just humble. On the other hand, you got the crazy. You can call it a crazy guy in the crew,
Mhm.
Gian Silva,
Yeah, he's yeah.
and then you get Rufy, who's just a highlight,
Uh-huh.
a walking highlight, and then you get Prates, who's smoking a cigarette after a fight, and then fucking taking a shot after knocking somebody out
Yeah.
unconscious. Like, man, it's awesome to see, man.
How could you not love these guys?
Yeah,
Anybody who finds out about the fighting nerds, you're not going to be able to help but love these guys. They are the coolest thing to happen to the UFC in a long time.
right.
In terms of like just the stars in the making, but it's like they're a crew. Like it's one thing to have like if Carlos Prates wasn't associated with the fighting nerds at all, he has like every one of his UFC fights has ended in a knockout. So he
Yeah,
has the highlight reel. And he would be like a popular fighter because he gets cool finishes. But he's
yeah,
part of this crew, which just amplifies the whole mystique. Because
yeah.
anytime one of them earns some fame or notoriety, they kind of all get it through being in the same crew. So
Right,
yeah. I,
man. Like everybody, man. Like, and you get a lot of comparisons from Rupee to Prime McGregor, like the
yeah,
stance and the
yeah,
body
yeah.
type. They, yeah, and I see it.
Hmm.
And on the other hand, like Gian Silva, man, that motherfucker. So he's just good, man. He he barely gets fucking touched.
Yeah.
He beats the shot of everybody, and he don't look like a guy who I don't know, like physically, I just look at a guy like a normal guy. Like I don't see a champion, and then you see him fighting, and you're like, what the fuck? He looks like a kind of like a math teacher.
Is it the glasses?
I don't know, and the bald head and I don't know, man. He's not like I mean he's ripped, but not like crazy.
Oh
I
my
don't know,
God.
man. That's funny, man.
Well,
Good fucking team, man.
yeah.
Best of luck
Two
to them.
performance of the night bonuses in his last two fights against Drew Dober and Bogdasarian.
Drew Dover. Drew Dover.
Yeah, he beat Drew Dober, a hardened veteran
God
who could
damn,
still,
bro.
and it's not like Drew Dober's like he's older, but he's not like washed. He still could get these like highlight reel wins.
Yeah. Man,
So
I really wanted to see the Gian Silva versus Gaethje fight, man.
I would, yeah. Oh, dude, the world would have exploded.
Fuck.
The world would have
I
blew
was
up.
hoping, man, and when I saw that it was Fisi versus um Gaethje too, I'm like, oh fuck. I mean, good fight. I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch it, but man, I don't know. Like, I would rather see Gian Silva versus Gaethje or even Gian Silva versus Fisi.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like get him
Imagine
up
that.
there. Get him up there.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, enough nerd talking.
Yeah, I think we could clip that. That might be our first clip. That was a very clippable segment we just had there.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, I say that and then I still probably won't clip it. You got to remind me.
Gotcha.
Anyway, Rob Font beat Gene Matsumoto. Took his
Wow.
undefeated record in a decision. Good
I
fight.
thought it was yeah, I thought it was a robbery, to be honest.
Okay, we
Yeah.
have some controversy. Let's hear the case. What's going on with this one? Let me refresh my memory here. It was a split decision.
Mhm.
Yeah, so certainly a case for it. I mean, anytime there's a split decision, you have the argument, depending on what side. I don't know if I remember enough of this fight to give an accurate rescoring. Um, but yeah, let's hear it. Do you what rounds do you think he won? Like, did you score
I don't
29,
remember the
20?
top of my head, but I'll rewatch it again. We'll talk a lot about it
Okay,
later.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make that one. That's a rewatch. We're gonna rewatch. We're gonna do a little deep dive and we're gonna get to the
Yeah.
bottom. We're gonna
But I
watch it.
just but I just remember, like, when I was hearing the decision, I'm like, yeah, it has to be Matsumoto. And then they said Rob Font, and I right away I thought it was not like a crazy robbery, but I thought he won.
Well, somebody who definitely didn't win. And please, no disrespect, dude. You're one of my favorite fighters in the middleweight division. Brendan Allen did not win. And
Yeah.
it was certainly no robbery. It was a decision, but Fluffy Hernandez, he handed him a very big L.
Yeah.
And it seems that he has acknowledged this. And I've seen other people talking about it. It's just a lack of activity. It's a lack of, and again, I'm talking about an athlete in a cage. Okay, it's very different when you're actually doing it. I'm not under any impression that it isn't. But from the outside looking in, it's a lack of activity. It's a lack of I don't want to say motivation, but like the heat, like the drive to like dominate in situations. It doesn't appear to be there. It
Yeah.
very well may be there, and it just isn't working. But Brendan Allen, if you ever stumble upon this, you're one of my favorite fighters in the middleweight division. I want to see you win, and I want to see you go on a crazy win streak. So, whatever you need to do to get back on the horse and start rattling off some wins and climb your way to the top, I want to see it happen. But
Yeah,
Hector,
I saw the guy win in the first round. He was dominant, but then after the first round, I mean, he got dominated
yeah,
all round, like the whole round, second and third.
yeah, and it seemed by the third round it was just like what's happening, like where get a
Yeah.
finish, but again, third round of a fight, anybody's going to be pretty tired by that point. So, what do I
Yeah.
know?
And fucking Fluffy, man, He's a fucking dog, man.
He
He
is,
just keeps
yeah.
coming at you nonstop, and you probably think like, "What the fuck? Does this guy ever get tired?" You know?
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I yeah,
he's one of these guys. He could really make a deep run here. He's in
yeah.
a very prime position to do so.
Imagine him versus Kaio.
Oh
That would be
yeah.
a that would be
Oh
a good fight.
yeah. Yeah, it would. Okay, I'm here for that one. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I thought I just saw some. Thought I saw a spider. It wasn't. But speaking of not seeing or seeing things that aren't there, Henry Cejudo was not seeing very well after he got stabbed in the eyeball, or as Demetrius Johnson put it, impregnated by Song Yadong's finger. It was a pretty bad eye poke. It looked really bad. Henry posted a photo of it um, after it happened. It looked bad, and he took the full 5 minutes. Which a lot of people, it's like weird on two sides of the fence. Some people are like, "Yo, get back in it if you're ready." Other people are like, "Bro, you got 5 minutes, take it." So people are going to have their opinions about that, but nonetheless, he said he couldn't see. Some people were saying he was looking for a way out, but other people were saying, hey, if you can't see and you know you're about to get your ass kicked because you're at that bad of a disadvantage, it's like, and maybe you think it's a medical emergency. Like you don't want to be
Yeah.
messing around with your eyes. Look what happened to Bisping.
Right.
So I get it, but then Herzog did something interesting. Started the fourth round so that it could go to a decision, and Song Yadong ended up winning off of what was basically an eye poke finish. What did you think about how that one unfolded?
Yeah, I think Henry thought that it was gonna be a win for him due to
Mm,
a DQ,
right,
due
right,
to the
right,
fall.
right. Yeah.
And people were I don't know if I heard DC saying that or somebody, I don't know, I don't remember who was saying that, but I think I agree. I think somebody told Cejudo that he was gonna win via DQ, and he took it. I mean, the the poke didn't look that bad. I mean,
You got
you
to
got
see his eye after. It was pretty gnarly.
yeah. I mean, it didn't look like the one fucking DC took from Stipe or something like that. Like the one that Belal
Oh,
got
Bilal took
from.
from Leon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it didn't look that bad. Even Henry, like he wasn't like like
Just went through me.
wiping it up. He was just there and fucking interacting with the crowd and like, okay, you got time to interact with the people. Like it's not that bad.
Yeah.
He probably thought that I really think that he thought that he was gonna get the win due to DQ, but only he knows. I
Well,
do think he has to fucking retire, man. Like,
yeah, at this point, 0-3 since returning. And yeah, I wouldn't doubt that what you said it was probably the case. That, you think you're gonna get a DQ win, not how you want to win, but a win's a win.
yeah,
And Herzog started the fourth round, so it went to a decision. And it did not work out. And I think that was the correct decision. I think Song Yadong was winning the fight. So
yeah, he was dominating.
yeah, so you had that, but not how you want to see a main event end. Cejudo, I think I don't know. I don't because the thing is he's not going to retire. I don't think. I think he's gonna come back. I think he's gonna fight again.
Who's he gonna fight?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. Like, does he still want to
Eh,
be fighting the top, like the top
I
top?
mean, he got called out by Topuria. That would be a good fight.
Yeah, that would be a good fight if
Yeah, if I was Dana, I'll make it.
but
I'll make it happen.
that's bantamweight. Like
Yeah.
what I'm thinking is like what, Ilya's going to lightweight.
No, no, no. I'm saying Alexander Topuria, the brother.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well,
Yeah.
in that case, yeah, why not? I mean,
Why not?
I
Two big names.
I'll tell you why not. Because Cejudo, who in his own right, let's ignore the comeback after retirement if he would have stayed retired. legend, Triple C for a reason. Uh, I don't know if he's gonna want to fight a guy in his second fight in the UFC. I think because then if he gets a win, it's like, okay, you beat a guy like
Yeah, but
who's
it's
that?
not any guy. Like he has a huge fucking name, you know?
Right, but that was built mainly by his brother.
It
I,
don't matter.
I mean, yeah. I could see them doing it, but I at the same time, I don't know if Henry would want to do that. I think
Yeah.
he still wants to fight a rank. I mean, I don't see him fighting anybody not ranked. I guess I'll say that.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. But I think there's the storyline is there. Like Topuria already called him out and he looked fucking good. He looked like his brother. Like he can fucking punch, he can wrestle, he can do a lot of shit. Plus he's a Georgian and Henry lost to a Georgian called named Merab Dvalishvili.
That is true.
I mean, there's history, man. It's up to Henry. It's obviously gonna be um a fight night main event,
Mm.
like the one that just happened. Or maybe like a main card in a really good big pay-per-view. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I could see it being like the first or second fight on a main card of a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, we made our way through the previous card, and Ibrahimovic is still not here. So,
Yeah,
we're not gonna end up going over the entire next card, just highlighting a few names. One in particular, you know who's fighting this weekend. Chepe,
yeah.
Chepe
Ma-
Mariscal, Machine Gun.
Machine gun.
Yep. He
He's
is,
fighting.
I got it up.
What was that?
Oh, Ricardo Ramos.
Yeah, coming up from bantamweight. I see
Yeah,
him winning.
yeah, I see Chepe winning. All his performances in the UFC have not led me to believe anything otherwise. He's a
He's a
dog.
fucking dog, man.
He really is. Yeah, and this is not coming from a hometown. Like I just
Yeah,
Chepe's from Chicago. These guys love Chepe. Chepe to me, he was just like when he first debuted, he was just another guy. And then I see him fight, and then I see him fight again, and then I see him fight again, and then I see him fight again, and it's like this is a guy.
yeah,
This is this is more than a guy.
yeah. And
Uh
if you think about it, just look at Chepe's resume, like all the fighters he has fought in the past, and you'll be like, what the fuck? But I think he fought um he even fought Mitchell, Bryce Mitchell, like a lot of household names.
did he fight was it
But
before the
not
UFC?
not in the UFC. Yeah, like
Yeah, it
outside the
was.
UFC. He fought a
Yeah.
lot of guys.
Oh yeah, he beat Pat Sabatini outside the UFC too.
You see? Yeah.
Did lose to Bryce Mitchell. That was his that was I'm trying to see if any of these were like grappling or anything. Yeah, no, okay, I'm just looking for other names here. Oh, dude, did lose but fought Steve Garcia in LFA. But again, we already mentioned him on this episode. We know what Steve Garcia does to people. It's
Yeah.
just how it goes.
Violent.
But once making it to the UFC, and even before that, went on a three-fight win streak. After his last loss came in 2020. So that is 5 years ago. Well, September of 2020. So,
To who?
Sean Soriano, not a
Okay,
name I
okay, okay.
recognize. Did fight in the went 0-5 in the UFC.
Yeah,
But he
he's from Hawaii, I think.
let me see
He
the
fights out
Soriano
of
guy.
yeah, he fights out of Stream Couture in
Well,
Las
it said
Vegas.
no, I don't. Says he's from Providence, Rhode Island. Fights out of Fort
Oh,
Lauderdale.
okay.
Must be a
Oh.
different guy.
Oh, yeah, I know who that is. He's part of Killcliff.
Oh, okay.
He's actually a coach there, like a
Oh,
striking
okay.
coach.
That's
Yeah, he
that's Brendan Allen's gym.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct. Kamaru, who else? Ian Gary, who else? Like Gilbert Burns trained there.
I don't know
It's
if I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but there's a Kill Cliff energy drink. I tried
I don't
it.
know.
I
Is it good?
It's pretty good. It's very unique. Like I don't know if everybody would find it good. I had the Flamin' Joe. It was a
Yeah.
pineapple jalapeno,
What?
which yeah, it sounds gross. But and it's certainly not something for everybody, I would say. But for what it was, I like potency in a drink. So it was very potent. So and
We're
I
talking
also
about like alcoholic drink.
no, not alcoholic, an energy drink.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
They
gotcha.
had another one called Elk Blood. That one was much better. That was a cherry jalapeno.
Okay.
So, yeah, spicy cherry or something like that.
Yeah,
It was spicy. I liked it though.
yeah.
But anyway, we're
Nice.
talking about Chepe. All right, let's see. He beat Trevor Peek in his UFC debut.
Yeah.
Then beat Jack Jenkins. Then beat the Pirate Morgan Sherry. I'll never learn how to pronounce. I shouldn't say that. I'll learn how to pronounce your last
Cherrier.
name, Morgan. Cherrier, yeah, what the pirate,
Cherrier.
the last
Yeah.
pirate or whatever.
French guy.
Yeah, and then beat Damon Jackson. So now 4-0 in the UFC, coming in fighting Ricardo Ramos. Let's see if this guy how he's performing. 8-5 in the UFC, so he's been around. His last win was over Josh Coulibaugh, who just got cut. We'll talk about
Yeah.
more of the cuts later, but Josh Coulibaugh did just get cut from the UFC. Rest in peace. Maybe you'll make it back. That's up to you. But let's see. The guy who Chepe is fighting beat Josh Coolbaugh in a split decision in 2024. Lost to Julian Erosa, Charles Jourdain in that same year. Beat Danny Chavez, beat Bill Algeo, lost to Lerone Murphy. But that was back in 2020. So and lost to Saeed Nurmagomedov. Okay, yeah. So there's some names on there.
Yeah.
Some of the bigger ones he lost to, but hopefully Chepe is a bigger name that he is going to lose to because we all want to see Chepe win this one.
Yeah, he's gonna win.
Yeah.
I'm positive he's gonna win.
Do we let's check the odds on this one. All right, I got the odds. Chepe Mariscal right now on FanDuel coming in at a minus 470 favorite.
Yeah.
They believe in the machine gun. Method of victory props. We have Chepe by KO. You want to get some value on Chepe? Chepe by KO plus 135. Anytime you could take a favorite, a massive favorite from minus 470 to plus 135, if you could get plus money on that big of a favorite, you're doing it right. And
Yeah.
looks like Chepe by decision plus 260, Chepe by submission plus 470. So they're literally flipping the odds if he gets the win by submission. But yeah, so one other one I wanted to point out, Mario Pinto, the fight after that, he's a massive favorite, minus 590. From what I
Mario
remember,
Pinto.
yeah, from what I remember about Mr. Pinto, he is undefeated at 9-0. And looking
Flyweight?
he is a let me see. Let's see here. He is a heavyweight.
Okay, okay, okay.
Got a massive win, round one knockout on the Contender Series. But there's breaking news, everyone. Ivan
Guys,
Imovich is finally here. Oh yeah, dude, I wanted to ask you about that. Oh, okay. Before we get into it, by the way, the news before we cut off here is that Abe is here. But Hector had this bottle on his Snapchat story, or not Snapchat, Instagram story. Um, and man, that perplexed me. What is this contraption?
hydrogen water. Man, at this point, I'm doing whatever fucking Dana tells me. I'm doing that.
It's just a bottle with a light on it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That is not just a bottle with a light
It's
on it.
it's hydrogen water.
That hydrogen water ran out. You filled it with regular water.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, but
how does it work?
it's
What does it do?
electric electric shit divides the H2O, make it rich in H, like
I see.
separates the H from the O, the
Okay.
hydrogen from the oxygen.
I like
Well,
my H to touch my O.
yeah.
Expensive, man. Expensive. $300 for this thing.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
They didn't send you that shit for free to do promotion?
Let's try it, but
They should be supplying the podcast.
Yeah, what the well not when you tell them that it's just a bottle with a light in it, they're not gonna fucking
I don't
sponsor
even
it.
know what brand is that.
Echo.
Echo?
That's the one that Gary Brecka be
Oh, really?
recommending. Yeah.
Who?
300.
I
Gary
follow
Brecka.
Gary Brecka is this guy who took who flipped Dana White's life around.
Oh.
Yeah, he said he basically um somebody recommended Dana, hey, this guy's good, like go do your vitals with them and your blood work and just see by yourself. And he basically used to work for the insurance companies, and they sent him to the people. He did blood work and whatever on the people, and he will like uh just do like this person is gonna live 8 years and this person is gonna live 20 more years. He
Hmm.
used to do that, like calculate
Yeah.
uh how much uh how many years did people have left. So he got tired of that. He couldn't help people. Basically, he was just doing like research for the companies, for the insurance companies. He's like, I'm trying to help people. So he opened up this company. I don't remember the name, but he basically does your blood work, and he's like, okay, if you keep doing this lifestyle, you have a lifespan of 10 years, let's say. Do you want to change that? Obviously, everybody wants to live more, right?
Hmm.
So he gave 10 years to Dana, and he told him like everything that was wrong with him. Like, oh, I'm pretty sure you fucking snore like a bear. You can't even tie your shoes, stuff like that. And Dana was like, "What the fuck? That's true. How the fuck do you know that? If you don't know me?" He's like, "Cause I see it. I like he's a bio human biologist,
Okay.
so he knows." Yeah, and he gave it. He said like, "Just give me 3 months, and I'll change your life. And if you want, you can stay. If not, that's fine." And then he did that, and he Dana looks good now. Like he looks
Yeah, he
young. He looks
certainly looks
fucking
healthier.
buffed, and he always praised this guy, the
Gary
Gary Brecka
Brecka.
guy. And I started following him because of Dana White, and then
Okay.
I tried to do everything they
Well,
they they tell me to do.
I want to get to the bottom of this. I need answers right now. What's the name of that bottle?
Uh it's called Echo Hydrogen Water.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
I
name.
I think Abe was just kidnapped.
What happened?
It,
What
it
happened,
I,
Abraham?
it looked like he was summoned away. Oh, they put him back.
What's up, Ibrahim Abivich?
So
What's new?
All right, we're gonna get to the bottom of this hydrogen water.
you searched it up already?
Well, we're about to. What is Echo Hydrogen water bottle and what does it do and what are the benefits of hydrogen water?
And how much of
There
that
you go.
$350 goes to Gary Brecka's wallet?
Hydrogen water bottles like the Echo Go Plus infuse water with molecular hydrogen. This process may offer benefits like increased energy, reduced inflammation, and improved recovery after exercise. However, more research is needed to fully understand these effects.
Well, there you go. We have the
Yeah.
answers. Sounds like no harm, only potential good. So, that's great. Well, maybe they will sponsor us. Speaking of sponsors, we don't have any, but uh, Eclipse Brewing Company in Sunbury is a really dope place. They have great beer and great pizza. Eclipse Brewing Company, or Eclipse Craft Brewing in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. Check them out. Okay, maybe they'll. Seriously, their pizza is really good and their beer is fire. So,
Nice.
yeah, maybe they'll give us some love. Maybe they'll put our logo in their place. It'd be like, hey, you like MMA? Listen to these guys. Who knows?
Hopefully, hopefully.
I don't know. Shout out Eclipse. I think I
Look,
wore this hat on the pod before. All right, Abe, you need your sponsored product. These are our
Ridge
all right.
Wallet.
Ridge. Oh shit, we got a Ridge. All right, now
Yeah.
we're in the big leagues. Okay. All right.
Ridge
Well,
Wallet.
that's it.
10% off. Use my name, my code. Abe10.
Well,
Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic.
so there's our sponsors for the day. But speaking of sponsors, these guys may lose a few sponsors because we have some cuts. And some of them suck. But we'll start here. Julio Arce, he's out. Uh, Josh Kulabau, he's out.
Deuces.
Taylor Lapillus,
See ya.
out. Jonathan Pierce, JP3, that was one of the more surprising ones.
Yeah, he beat
but-
Christian Rodriguez.
I didn't even remember that. When was
Yeah.
it? Was that was before the?
Oh no!
Or
it
no,
was
no,
the-
you're
It
right.
was first Christian's fight in the UFC
Okay, yeah.
at featherweight on short
Okay.
notice.
Yeah. And then Cody Stamen. He's
That
out.
one, yeah.
Veteran.
Yeah. Well, there were a few more. We had actually there was only one more. Or no, there were three. There were three more. We had Matthew Semmelsberger, entertaining guy. I know he was on, I think, a 4-fight skid, so understandable. Like if you're on a 4-fight skid, you're in major cut territory if you're not a superstar or some of that sort. But yeah, entertaining guy. Wish they would have kept him on the roster, but hopefully he's a bare knuckle guy. Matthew
Yeah.
Semmelsberger seems like a bare
You're
knuckle
right.
guy.
You're right.
Yeah, so hopefully we get to see him out
KFC.
there. And then two, we'll go with one. Roosevelt Roberts. He was on The Ultimate Fighter. Was in the UFC before, got cut. Was on The Ultimate Fighter, didn't win, but then got an opportunity. I believe he lost.
They cut him?
Yeah, they cut Roosevelt Roberts. Yeah, he's out.
He got
Damn.
knocked out nasty when he fought. Last time he got
Bahamontes.
cut, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So rip
But I-
him, but then one that popped out. Now I can't even remember the last time this guy fought, so I'm gonna look him up while I break the not really news that Natan Levy has been cut from the UFC.
Israeli guy.
Yeah, he's 8-2.
I don't like the glare.
2-2 in the UFC. One. Okay, so he was 2-2 in the UFC. Lost his debut to Rafa Garcia in 2021. Beat Mike Breeden in 2022. Beat Genaro Valdez in 2022. And then lost to Mike Davis in the second round submission in March of 2024. And he also did miss weight in that fight. And almost a year later, he gets cut. What do we think goes on with this? Where it's not like he's getting cut right after he lost. This is 11 months after his last fight. And again, it was a loss, and he did miss weight. So
Well, that
Not-
doesn't do good. And they probably
Right.
offered him more fights. And he probably was like, I can't make that or whatever. He just kept turning down fights. It's already well known that they don't like guys that turn down fights.
You gotta be a company man.
Yeah.
A few words.
That's what they want.
So it looks like he did have 3 canceled fights. Only one. Now I don't know how many he denied
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
closed doors.
That's what nobody knows.
Right. Yeah, and in his 3 scheduled but canceled fights, he withdrew from one of them. The other 2, Rodriguez had an illness and then had a botched weight cut. So yeah, those are the people who were on the chopping block. They are no longer part of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Best of luck to all of them in the rest of their careers. Hope you find a home. And I want to see Matthew Semelsberger and Bare Knuckle. Hey, Bare Knuckle, Conor McGregor, if you're listening, sign Matthew Semelsberger, and I will tune in to watch. I will.
You should
Just
already be tuning in to watch.
I've tuned in to watch it before, but it's just I have blocked out every Saturday, damn near every Saturday of my life to watch UFC. So when the UFC is not on,
Yeah.
I got other interests. I gotta keep, and I talk about the UFC. I don't know, like if something crazy happens in bare knuckle, like if a UFC fighter goes over to bare knuckle and gets a win, I'm gonna talk about bare knuckle, but. Yeah, that's only really something I could tune into if all the stars align, which it has before. I didn't watch a whole card, but I tuned in for a few fights. Um, but Abe, you're here. Any fights on the upcoming card that you
Manel
want to
Cop.
highlight? Doesn't need to be off the top. You could look it up.
Manel Cop.
Oh, I thought you said that is the second time today I misheard somebody. But yes, Manil Cop was supposed to be fighting Brandon Royval. That got the kibosh put on it. Royval, I believe, had to withdraw,
Yep.
which sucks. But Asu Almabayev, don't know if I'm saying that right. Let me get a little refresher on his topology. 4-0 in the UFC.
Hey, Julian Marquez, co-main.
Yeah, against don't tell me Cody Brundage.
Esteban Ribovic.
Yeah. Oh, that one. That is my
El Gringo.
yeah, that's my top. I'm most excited for that fight.
Nasrat Hakparas.
Yeah, the guy who looks like Kelvin Gastelum.
Yep. That guy and the guy that trains with Pitbull. No, not a Pitbull. Lazy Boy.
Oh, okay. He trains with him.
He looks like Kevin Gastelum.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, we got Austin Lane about to get
Contender
KO'd.
series guy by he's
Yeah.
about to
Chip
he's
is
fighting
fighting.
another. Yep.
Where's this at the Apex?
Is it an Apex card? I think so. Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Let me see.
I'll be tuning in for Chepe.
Yeah, we have to, man.
Chepe
He's
and
winning.
Manel.
He's winning.
Yeah, that'll be easy win for Manel. Like quick.
I don't
work.
know, man. The other guy's fucking Cap. He's good, but the other guy is on a 17 win streak.
Yeah, and 4-0 in the UFC with wins coming over Ode Osborne, CJ Vergara, Jose Johnson, and Mateusz Nicolau. All names that I recognize.
Yeah, Nicolau.
Yeah, and he got cut a little bit ago.
Did he?
Yeah, and he was ranked.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah.
Man,
maybe-
they don't want to fucking learn English, man.
Well, I mean, he was on a 3-fight losing streak, the last of which coming to Almabayev. So, yeah. But yeah, so there's a lot of fighters that we're excited for. This is an Apex card. And let me get into this. The Apex cards get hate. And it's not just the name value on the cards that people are hating on, it's the atmosphere. People say they want the crowd. They're like, COVID's over, we don't need the Apex. Let's just do all crowds. I'm not for that. I like Apex cards. Sue me. I like being able to you hear the punches and kicks better. It's a much more it feels like an intimate experience. I get it. It's a major benefit to have a crowd. If I had to pick one or the other, of course I'm picking the crowd every time. But the fact that we have the Apex, I like the presentation. I mean, and again, I'm a Contender Series fan, so it kind of like reminds me of my favorite time of year when I'm watching those fights. So, what do you guys think of Apex cards? You on it?
I mean, I don't really care for it, honestly. We get to see fights regardless. So,
Right.
I mean, being there, watching it from home doesn't really give me an atmospheric change. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like,
Right.
damn, this crowd is loud.
Yeah.
Even when you are watching it on pay-per-view and they are somewhere, you're not really hearing the crowd. You're just hearing the announcers still giving their reaction. So that's really what you're getting at home. And the camera angles are better. Everything's just good. I honestly don't really care for the Apex or they could be fighting in the backyard as long as it's televised and there's commentators. I'm watching.
Yeah, and good fights.
No, in good
Hmm.
fights, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, I agree. I dig it.
there is one thing I would change. The octagon in the Apex is smaller. I don't
Oh yeah,
like that. I do not
that's
like that.
that you should like that more because it's more
Yeah,
more fight.
Well, all right. Well, then let
less
me.
fucking running, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, let me
that's why they
change
made
my
it that
answer a
way.
little bit. Let me
Put
change.
put fucking Salah out there with fucking Emmett in that octagon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nowhere.
Well, let me change
Yeah.
my answer then because maybe I don't want it to be bigger. Maybe I want the regular octagon to be smaller. You know, the ones that's anywhere but the apex.
Yeah, but
Make
you just
them the
made it
size.
sound like you were like you just didn't like that octagon size, so it was smaller.
Oh, no, 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 no. I guess what I should have said was I don't like that there's a difference.
Oh,
Like
well,
I
yeah. I
don't I
mean,
want it to be all uniform, but I do agree that the smaller cage yeah,
You
quells the
get
running.
well, they're
you
gonna
get more
do.
more action.
He's gonna drop. I forgot what the price was. Millions of dollars, hundreds of millions into that Apex
Yep.
for the next several years. So they're gonna dump a whole lot of money and see what they do with it. But
What the fuck are you gonna do?
they're gonna. I think they're gonna put like maybe grandstands there, better lighting, better like a video board. Ultimately, the Apex is gonna be a place where they'll have people come out and watch, but it's not going to be like an arena. You know, it's not going to be like, okay, well, let's go to the Apex tonight.
Yeah,
Because I know they host other competitions. Like they just had skateboard competitions, SLS competition.
right
Um,
there at the apex.
yeah,
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
okay. Didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah. They host a whole bunch of other stuff there too, and Power Slap is there. And that's mainly for like their family and stuff, you know, people that are close right there with the UFC. But yeah, I mean, it's the
What time is it,
Apex.
guys?
What's up?
Where I'm at it's 11:19. So
Okay,
10:19 where you're
ten
at.
You going to the
nineteen.
studio tonight or what?
No, I'm at the studio, but I'm gonna go work out with my brother. We're gonna beat each other's ass.
For real?
Yeah, we've been sparring every day.
That's
Outside?
awesome.
I got a black eye right
Son
now.
of a bitch, he's really doing
Yeah,
it.
Dude, it's cold
yeah.
outside.
Not outside, to the gym.
Oh, dude, they're
Yeah.
closed already.
No, like there's 24-hour LA Fitness now.
Uh, the one on
They bought out
That's Sporta?
they bought the export gym thing. The
Yeah.
company they bought that company and they're all like 24/7.
The
So
one on the one right here on Harlem's open 24/7.
yeah, that's 24/7, right?
Yeah.
In Harlem. And there's another one at Chicago Ridge by the mall.
Yeah, that one's 24/7
That's
too. Yeah.
24/7
That's
too,
far.
man. We're going there. It's the same for me. It's the same if I go to the one on Harlem or the one on Chicago Ridge. It's
Uh,
20 minute drive. I'll be okay.
That's fair.
Speaking of Chicago, um, so there was this label. I don't know when they operated from, but they closed down a couple years ago or a few years ago at this point. But they were from Chicago, and they released a thing which just so happened to be a movie on Blu-ray, which was Voodoo Man. And what I was talking about, by the way, before we get into Voodoo Man, actually the poster's still on the screen. I like to let them up there for a little bit so people could read who directed the film. But we'll give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now for the Chicago connection. You'll see this was put out by a label called Olive Films, and Olive Films has since shut down, but they were headquartered in Chicago. But the
Have you
reason
started a
why
segment for this yet, or what?
You
have
will
I
know, man.
have I what?
Have you started like a little segment for this where you're just this is Josh's movie?
Yeah, yeah, no,
Um,
it's for the past like 5 or 6 episodes. It's been
what are you throwing like a graphic?
oh you're oh right yeah no I throw a poster and a the name of the film and the
Yeah,
director.
but you should name this Josh's movie time or something.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do that. I
You
just
should do that.
like whenever I sneak it in there,
Yeah, but
it just
there you
pops
go.
out.
Bring that down.
There we go.
There you
Okay,
go.
we gotta do another segment where you sing or play the trombone.
Oh
Play the
yeah.
trombone. What is going on right now?
I'm doing voodoo. It's Josh's movie time. I was well, Hector, we have a few songs we got to write for the show.
Yeah,
We're using
I, I got it. I got it. I was just a little busy, but I'm gonna get to it.
all
I'm
right.
gonna do
We'll
something
lock.
nice. Watch.
Hey, I got a microphone. I got a microphone right here. We'll record some demo tracks. Anyway,
Right?
the reason why I bring up Voodoo Man is not just because of the Chicago connection from the label that put it out, but it's because I just watched this movie right before we hopped on. It was only 62 minutes. It was very reminiscent of another film. It was called The Hand That Feeds the Dead with Klaus Kinski, but that film was from the 70s. This is from the 1940s, I believe 1944. Let me check. Yeah, it was. But I don't know if do you guys know who this is? Do you guys recognize this guy?
Is he
Mel Gibson?
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Close. It's Bela Lugosi. And if you
Sounds
don't,
Italian.
I don't watch movies, bro.
well, he's not Italian. He is I believe oh, you might have caught me here. I think is he Austrian?
Okay, okay.
All right. Well, regardless, he played Dracula in the first sound movie of Dracula in 1931. So this was over a decade removed from Dracula, and he still has that very dominating, scary presence. Like his eyes just like cut through you. But yeah, overall, it's very short. It's only 2 minutes over an hour. So if you ever wanted to watch a cool film from the 1940s, this is one of them.
Voodoo
Anyway,
Man.
yeah, Voodoo Man. It was pretty cool. I liked it. It was the third film that I watched tonight, but we won't get into the other one.
What the fuck?
Hey, I had some time to kill. Like when we started recording at a little after a few minutes after 10. I was home. I'm like, man, I got a lot of time. But even
I was
we were originally planning on recording at my time, 8:30 p.m. Your guys' time 7:30 p.m. But then we had to push it back. I'm like, oh man, I got time to watch another movie. So I ended up
I don't see
watching
how you
Voodoo
do it,
Man.
we we
I don't
gotta
see how you
start
do it. Yeah.
we gotta start hitting the gym.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
know what? Perhaps.
this man said I got another time for another movie. That's
Or
wild.
maybe like a heavy bag in your backyard.
I used to have a heavy bag in my garage.
Yeah, but you'd hug it.
No, I did have a heavy
Eh,
bag, but I would hit it for like 15 seconds and then tire out. I was in like fifth grade, so it was one of those things where it was like cool to have, but like I wasn't gonna get any practical use out of it. Not in the state of mind I was in.
Wait until the
Uh,
state of
yeah.
mind I'm gonna be in when the weather hits like 60 degrees in 2 weeks.
are we gonna see? Oh yeah, yeah. You gonna come golf with me in Pennsylvania?
Uh, there's not any good places out there.
Who is this guy? Like you've golfed in Pennsylvania?
I've not.
Yeah, listen to him. You hear that? I would
If
have
there
even.
was, you'd be golfing.
I would. I do golf.
Not that I heard of.
Well, listen. Like I said before, I got a lot of hobbies. Golf being one of them, but not one of my top. I wouldn't consider it the top three. But
Try to
I
get
have.
Hector out there too. Hector won't
We
do
all
it.
we all gotta start doing MMA or some sort of fucking
Nah, I'm not
uh,
gonna do that. Start
I.
getting bored.
boxing or yeah, we have to because we
No.
we need to that's gonna keep us humble when at the time
I'm
that
already humble. I don't
no
get
no
into
no
problems.
no but at the time that we talk about like
Oh,
a,
like we're
a fighter,
criticizing fighters. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's why I
Well,
don't
I'll tell
criticize
you,
too much because I can't fight.
That
So
shit is fucking
I
hard.
I usually try to preface my if I ever give anything close to criticism. I mean, I did it in this episode before Abe got on. I'm like, listen, I'm about to say what I think you did wrong here, but just I don't know shit, so I'm sorry. But no, I don't think I will. There's a reason why I respect fighters so much. It's because I'd never do what they do. It's a major part of what is so alluring about the sport to me is because I know I just wouldn't do it. Um, but yeah, so not going to start boxing or I just don't want to get hurt. I've
No,
hurt.
I'm not saying that you gotta start like sparring or nothing like that, but just like getting to know like the basics, like
develop an
the jab, like
appreciation for it.
how to throw the jab, how to throw the cross, 1, 2, a little combos. I mean,
Okay, I'll
a
tell
little
you what.
scramble, jiu-jitsu, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I used to kind of do some.
If there's one thing I'll never do, it's jujitsu because I my limbs, I need to keep my limb like my left arm is so fucked up that I just I can't go through like an injury. Like unless it's like a freak accidents happen. You know how I broke my shoulder, Abe? Did I ever tell you?
No,
I tripped over Haas's dog.
really?
What the fuck?
Yeah. And this is coming after.
The
So I
Frenchie?
what?
The Frenchie?
Yes, the
Abigail
Frenchie. Yeah, no, Annabelle.
or Annabelle?
Yeah, I tripped over Annabelle. But this is after I snapped my hand off in a dirt bike accident, and it was so gross. But you know, it was one of those things where I was riding a dirt bike at night with no headlight, so it's like, what do you think's gonna happen?
Plenty
Um,
injury.
so that's one thing, and then that injury was so bad that I was like, oh man, I really don't want to get hurt again. I'm not riding bikes anymore. I'm not doing this. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. And then I snapped my shoulder tripping over a French bulldog.
Annabelle.
Yeah, Annabelle.
Cute little
Um,
dog.
yeah, so but it taught me a lesson. It's like, hey, you could be as careful as you want. Anything could happen to you. But with that being said, I don't ride dirt bikes anymore because I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm likely to get hurt. And for the same
Yeah.
reason, I will never do jujitsu. Yeah, so yeah, my left arm's already fucked up, broke my shoulder, broke my arm. I don't want to break it anymore. I'm trying to stay healthy for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but I said like jiu-jitsu, it's not as bad as
You're
wrestling,
gonna
let's
get in
say.
there and they're gonna ball you up quick.
Well, and the thing is
It's it's
I what?
it's called the gentle art.
Right, yeah, and I would rather roll than box. I don't want to get hit in the head. I certainly out of anything, I do not want to get hit in the head.
I just can't do
Man,
the whole sweaty shirt. I'm kind of Gucci on that, man.
Right, yeah, I'm
the
not too
fucking
keen on that.
nose. The
That's kind of
nose, when you get hit in the nose, that shit hurts so
I just
Yeah.
bad, bro.
waters up.
Like I can take one like whenever, like whatever, but the nose, especially because I have a big nose, man, that shit fucking hurts.
Can you guys like when you get hit in the nose, do you realize like you smell it? Like you smell that you just
Yeah,
got hit in the nose?
yeah,
My eyes just get
It's
all
weird.
that
watery.
happens.
It's weird. It's
Yeah,
weird.
man,
It's
yeah,
like
watery eyes.
yeah. Have you
You know
guys
what
ever
else sucks?
what's up?
Like when you get hit in the body, like
Mhm.
really, like a really good body shot,
Knock
bro.
the air out of you.
Fuck, that shit hurts.
Yeah, it only. I've done like me and my homies have been like gotten we've drinking a couple beers. You're like, hey, let's go do some body shots real quick, and we just go square up. We just go square up and fight each
Oh,
other.
okay.
Yeah,
Hold on. A different kind of body shots.
we're men. We go sit there and just fight each other. Literally, no gloves, no nothing. There'd be somebody just standing there, whatever, boom, boom, and you just get there and wow, bam. And so the ones that would hurt are the ones where you're like kind of breathing in and they catch you at that spot. Boom. And that's when you're just like,
Body shot.
yeah.
Hector, did you
Yeah.
Okay, all right, all
I
right.
thought I thought he meant a good tequila shot of your boy's belly button.
Nah, bro.
That's what you because you said we drink some beers and then go do body shots.
Nah, dude. Man, we don't do that funny business here, man.
Lord. Oh my god. Hey, you guys heard that?
Oh.
this
Holy fuck.
what's his name? Bryce Mitchell. He pulled out of an event
A grappling match for karate
grappling
combat.
match. Yeah, because he said that they made him look more feminine.
They did.
I saw the picture.
You think
They,
they did?
they
Yeah,
did.
I
They
mean,
cleaned his cauliflower up.
yeah, it didn't look right. It just it it looked like glossy. It was weird.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
It looked
they
like
just-
he was wearing makeup.
They
I
fixed
mean,
his eyebrow, and they fixed
right.
his ear.
I
He doesn't
saw
have
that.
cauliflower.
I mean, I don't see it as a big deal, but you get the fucking
Bryce
redneck
Mitchell.
hillbilly from fucking Alabama, or where's he from?
Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah.
Arkansas.
But look, if that, I mean, I don't know how that works with the UFC, but he wouldn't have taken this fight, maybe.
Bryce is just he went from one of the most liked people in the UFC to one of the most hated.
I don't think people hate him. I just,
Are you kidding me?
I think he gained a lot of haters, but I think people who liked him.
I don't care for
still-
Bryce Mitchell anymore at all.
I
I used
mean,
to be like, yeah, I used to love Thug
once
Nasty.
once they lose, it's like
No,
Well, he
nobody like
Charles is
nobody
lost. Tony's lost.
nobody likes losers.
Chandler loses, and I love Chandler.
I know
Well,
you love Chandler. but,
Bryce Mitchell lost me with the flat Earth. Once he went flat Earth and he started
He
talking
just like
about
that
that.
whole. Then he started yelling in his post-fight things and
Yeah,
holding up a Bible. Like, what are you doing, dude? Stop.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it-
he's doing a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah,
right.
just stop, dude. Like,
And it's
not
like-
even-
A lot of fighters are religious and they're gonna say what they're gonna say, but the flat Earth thing, and I know that's like tied into it. Like the reason why he believes the Earth is flat is because in the Bible it says the Earth rests on 4 pillars or something like that, and the firmament and
what Bible is he reading?
the Bible. Yeah, seriously, look at what's in there. It's
It ain't no Catholic Bible, I'll tell you that.
Oh, check it out. It says that. I mean, again, that's just what it says.
Dude, it's not a Catholic Bible. We have never been told anything like that.
Well, you may not have been taught it, but have you ever read the Bible from cover to cover?
Dude, my grandparents are cover to cover, reading it all the time. They've never mentioned anything about a earth sitting on 4 pillars.
Okay, well, we're gonna check this.
I
Going
never
to
heard that.
church.
And
Yeah,
I went
it's
to
not. Yeah,
In
a
the
Catholic
Catholic-
school for nine years.
Hi there.
I never heard of that.
yeah, bro. It's a difference. Might be a different.
Well, no, of course
religion.
it's a different interpretation because people who take people like Bryce Mitchell who will take the Bible literally are going to read that and be like, "Oh, there's literally a glass dome over the earth."
Yeah,
Whereas
he's
a modern day Catholic is going to look at that idea and think it's ridiculous and go on and eat their body of Christ on Sunday.
yeah. From what I understand, Bryce is not a Catholic. He's
He's
a
a Christian.
Protestant.
Protest what?
Protestant.
Yeah, Protestant.
What
Yeah,
is that?
You don't know what a
That's-
Protestant is?
Yeah, that's different. That's different than being
It's
a Catholic.
Catholicism with less rules. They're Protestants are like chill Catholics that like don't care as much. That's
Oh.
just what I've derived.
I've never heard anything about a flat Earth and a Catholic Bible.
Well, let's
I
see.
did the Bible school and none of that, dude.
Let's check this out. I want to know. In the Bible that the Catholics read and study, does it say that the earth lies on 4 pillars and has a firmament separating the earth from heaven? And could this be used as an interpretation for flat earth?
The Bible, including the Catholic version, does have passages that some people interpret as describing the earth with pillars and a firmament, like in Psalms and Genesis. These passages have been interpreted in various ways throughout history. Some people have indeed used these descriptions to support a flat earth view, but mainstream theology and science do not support that interpretation. The language used in these texts is often considered metaphorical.
That's enough.
Dude, I watch enough History Channel to know this stuff. Okay.
Right. But yeah, Bryce Mitchell, he lost me at the flat earth. And that was when I started to think it was a character, but I have met people, multiple people, and again, if they're trolling me, they're really committed. But I have met people. All signs point to that they actually do believe that the Earth is flat.
I just can't stand Bryce Mitchell anymore, dude. Like I just feel like it's like Aspinall. I didn't mind Aspinall until Josh is talking about Aspinall every week, and now I
Fair
just
enough.
like I don't want to see him fight.
Fair.
What about Strickland?
Strickland, I always tell you this all the time that I feel like he would just try too much. Like
Yeah.
just try, like you have a friend or something that's just trying too hard in front of women to be like cool and funny. We all have those friends, man, and I hate people like that. And Strickland is always like that, dude. When he films all the Nina videos, he's just way too over the top, like trying to get a reaction, and it's just like it's kind of like I don't like that. Like I like when Strickland fights,
I think he's
when he loses, he's straight up about it. Like there's no like,
yeah.
oh man, but
He
this,
takes
but
the L.
yeah, but he also hypes his fights up, and he's gonna go to the death, and then he does these jabs and teeps, and it's just like after a while you just don't believe it anymore. But like you look at I know you're gonna say Chandler. I like Chandler because okay, he might not win, but every fight he's in is pretty much a fight of the night.
Yeah. I mean, he got pretty fucking whooped by Charles in his last fight. That
Yeah,
wasn't even
but
competitive.
I don't know what he was going for. I think at this point he's done chasing the title. He's more so just fighting for money. I think we all noticed that when he
Yeah.
went for Connor instead of Islam.
And
Uh,
then Patty.
and Patty, I don't see the whole thing with Patty. Yeah, Patty's ranked what 13 or whatever. No,
Who you
he's
guys
ranked
got in that
9th.
one?
Patty.
Chandler, 100%.
I got Patty.
You guys are ridiculous. Be ashamed of yourself.
Man, Chandler is like 40.
What is that? He's 38.
40.
What does that matter?
I mean, the lower weight classes, it matters a lot.
Not the way he takes care of himself. He's Gary Brecka all day.
Nah, bro. Like you see in his fights, he looks he's been in too many wars. That's the word.
He looks great.
That's a key.
His
I don't know.
physique is
Physically, he
his
looks good.
physique. He looks like a damn bulldog in there.
Yeah, he looks fucking like a tank.
Yoked.
But I don't know. I don't see him like a good fighter, to be honest. He's a good brawler.
That's wild. You're gonna get some heat by anybody that said Michael Chandler's not a good fighter.
He's not.
That's
I'm not
wild.
co-signing that.
That's wild.
I can't.
He's not a good fighter.
That's wild. That's
He loves to
wild.
pick. I mean, MMA math don't work, but
Hey, styles
he
make fights.
he lost to fucking Pitbull. Pitbull was a 45er who went to 35.
What does that matter? Gaethje just lost to 45er.
Yeah, but he can never make 35. Max will
Norton
never go
Max.
to 35.
Yeah, nor can Gaethje.
Yeah, but you're missing the point here.
I get what you're saying. Like he jumped up Pitbull, whatever.
Yeah, like
Pitbull made 35. Yeah.
and Pitbull just lost to fucking Sergio Perez, who was a 25er. I mean, I don't know, like, and I don't think Pitbull is that good anymore. I don't think he's gonna beat Jair.
No chance. Not a chance.
No,
If he beats Yair, it's
and
a
he
wrap.
lost.
Yair needs to retire. I'm
Abe,
over
Yeah,
it.
he's on a three loses
Yair?
skit. No, Chandler.
Chandler's on
3.
he lost
He lost all of them.
Charles. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Charles. He's on 3-fight skid, I think.
No, 4. Oh no, because
3-fight, yeah.
he
beat
he
Tony.
beat none other than Tony.
Was
Yeah.
his last win
Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson?
Yes, sir, and he lost the first round.
He lost against Gaethje, lost against Poirier,
That was it.
and lost against Charles.
So, Abe, how does Chandler beat Patty? What's your prop?
I think he knocks Patty out, and I know Scousers don't get knocked out, but we're gonna see that. 100%.
Yes.
That he's gonna clip Patty. I think Tony, when he clipped Patty and Patty felt that, then one of the exchanges they had, and he was just like, "Whoa." I think if Tony can hurt Patty, I think Chandler can hurt Patty. And we're
I
we're,
mean,
we're not talking about a wash Chandler here. We're talking about
two
an iron Mike Chandler.
two
Okay,
different types, body types. Like Chandler has like his
Chandler's
hands
short. He's like a dinosaur.
like this big,
Yeah,
and fucking Tony has long ass fucking arms. Like it's different
I just can't see. I don't see
physique.
it, how you guys see Patty winning. Like I know
You thought you
Josh
thought
said, like he's gonna go in there and yeah, he'll submit Chandler. How is he gonna submit Chandler if
yeah,
Charles
he has
couldn't even
no
submit
neck.
Chandler? But Charles
I mean,
sat there. We went 15 minutes, and Oliveira, the best submission artist with the most finishes or whatever in the UFC, had Chandler on his back and could not finish him, and was
I
trying, was
I
actively trying.
I raise you this question: have crazier things not happened?
Okay, dude, sure, sure.
how old is Patty? Is he 30 yet?
28.
Patty's 30.
He's
No,
not 30. He's 28.
can't be.
If he's 28, like it's a wrap for Chandler. I'll
Oh,
tell you that.
all
That
right.
means
I'll take
nothing.
my
Man,
L. I'll take my L. Patty Pimblett is 30 years old.
30
Um, dude. Okay, yeah, but you
prime.
can't like. Okay, okay. So Chandler he's just not going to win no more. That's what you're
He's not.
saying.
No. The thing is that Chandler could, yeah, he could be like
That's like saying John Jones is
somebody
not going to win because he's
like
40.
somebody in the PFL. Like
Even then,
find
you'd
him
be
a guy
like,
in the PFL.
nah, nah.
Nah, the thing is that the
How
lower
do you see
weight
Patty winning?
classes, man, I
Submission.
didn't see. I didn't know that.
Something with the legs of the arms.
I didn't
But
know.
Charles couldn't do it.
I didn't
Okay.
know Patty was gonna submit
He submit
none
Tony
other
one
than
time.
King.
Bobby Green.
Yeah,
Yeah, he could submit
Okay.
Bobby Green all he wants. That's
Islam
Bobby
got a
Green we're
title
talking
shot
about.
off Bobby Green.
And he shouldn't
yeah.
have.
He
We've,
Well,
already,
shouldn't
we,
have.
we've had this. We already had this conversation.
Yeah, but nobody wanted to fight Islam at the time.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's understandable. He's kind of just like with Umar. Nobody
Yeah,
wants to fight him, so they're going to bump him to the.
yeah,
It also helps that he's part of the
right.
family
the
of
difference is
Habib.
Umar lost his title fight and Islam became the number one pound for pound guy.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying he's not good or anything, but I'm just saying like you don't get a title shot if your name or if you're not related to Habib somehow, some way off a win off of Bobby Green.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Tony Ferguson went on an 8-fight win streak. And this is in the craziest times of the 155-pound division
right.
and not one title shot.
Yeah, but he
So,
got unlucky because it was the McGregor era.
yeah, but still, it's like
He
now
was
it's just
not
they're
gonna
just
get the shot over McGregor.
McNugget Monday,
Yeah, he was not gonna
Tiramisu
get the shot.
Tuesdays.
He was not gonna beat Khabib.
I don't know. I
Not a chance.
I think back then, dude, Tony was a beast, dude. I think you're forgetting that.
No,
I think
he was a beast.
he was the real
But
life Kukuya at 55.
yeah, he used
Real
to
life, dude. Brutalize people.
everybody up.
Brutalize people, dude. Nasty too. I think Habib at that time, at that point in time in 2018, um, it was it would have been tough for Tony because Habib was still a beast, but I don't think Habib was a beast that he was when he last fought. You know what I mean? Like obviously you get better
Yeah, I
with
mean,
time, but dude, you throw in with a prime Tony. I mean, honestly, and we see it now. Um, Tony can't wrestle. He's just not good off his back anymore. And it's just, yeah.
it's the age, man. Plus,
Yeah.
at that time, like we're talking about a Khabib who beat RDA 10 years ago, and you're saying that he was not good, and then RDA went to be a champion.
Not after he beat him.
Yeah. Not, I mean, like a couple fights after.
Yeah, I mean, but
He fought Henderson and then he beat Pettis to win the title.
yeah, again, I'm not saying he was washed or not good by any means. I'm just saying, like, you there is a difference between the Tony of now and Tony back then.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
can't. There's no way you can be like, yeah, it wouldn't be a close
I
fight.
was talking.
You don't
I
know.
was talking. I was talking about Khabib.
No, yeah, but I'm saying, but that's why we started talking about this because we said that
Yeah,
it would still be easy for Habib with Tony.
not easy. I didn't say
Yeah.
easy, but I said that he was gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, I can see ultimately the wrestling, but back
Yeah,
then Tony would get in these scraps where
yeah,
you would go and he would be like you couldn't defend him. It would
yeah.
he would
He
he
had
was like
better.
a D1 wrestler. So it was
He
like
had better reflexes too because
yeah,
he
and
was younger, right?
now you take him down and he's pretty much just like he's stuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's yeah. It was. I think it was mental.
yeah, all that, and he just got manhandled by the people he did, and Tony never got manhandled before. So now that he is, it's all in
Yeah,
the it's like saying if you go out and fight with your
mental,
brother and
mental,
he hits you one time, you're just like, oh, you're just like, all right, I don't want to get hit right there no more.
mental stuff.
Yeah,
That being said, I got Patty.
by
Yeah.
submission,
Nah, not submission. I think he's gonna take him to a
decision.
decision. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just can't
that's a
see
three
it.
rounder. Is that a three rounder?
I
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, the eight. I'm just saying that the age is gonna play a
If
factor
you
here.
start going like 25, like a 5 rounder, then I'm like, okay, I can see Patty by decision because Chandler, he tends to go all in for round 1, 2, and then 3
Yeah.
starts to fade towards the end of 3. But
If
at 3
Chandler,
rounds, he's going hard, dude.
nah, if Chandler doesn't win in the first round,
Just think about a
sec-
fight. Just think about a
second
Tony
and
fight.
third,
Just think about the fight with Tony. That was a 3 rounder. Boom. He was fresh, came in there.
second round,
Yeah.
he knocked him out in the second round, didn't he?
Yeah. But the first one, he kind of got hurt with Tony
He
because
lost.
Tony,
Yeah,
yeah. But that
he
second
got
round, he
dropped.
came in and took care of business. And I'm not saying he's going to make easy work of Patty. I just think that it's going to be tougher than you guys are describing. I think he's going to clip him and he's going to hurt Patty.
I mean,
Who's Patty at fault?
due to the to his last fight, to Chandler's fight, I think he looked like straight up shit.
Well, he was also
Honestly.
coming off a
Yeah,
layoff.
but I just didn't see a good Chandler. Like
But you also
I
you got to remember that there's difference between you got DuBronx and Patty. Like if you put
Yeah.
Patty and DuBronx, who wins? Please don't tell me.
uh,
Please. Oh my God, dude. There's
I think
no way.
I think it will be a good fight.
That is ridiculous that you're even thinking about
Man,
that as a good fight.
young guys are
Ridiculous.
only gonna get better.
This man
old
lost to
guys-
Jared Gordon, and we're talking about he's going to beat Charles DuBronx.
Yeah, but that was like 5 years ago.
That was not 5 years ago.
When
Three-
was it?
3
That
years
was
ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah,
Actually, it
2022.
was December of 2022.
And he's only fought, what, one since then? Tony.
No, he fought 2,
Mm.
Tony and Bobby Green.
Oh, yeah. But he hurt himself.
I don't know. He hurts himself by eating too much fucking shit. I just think I mean, like Dana always says, this is a young man's sport, and they matched him up with fucking Chandler for a reason. They see Chandler on the way out, and they see fucking Patty coming up.
I think that's kind of a wild statement. I don't think he's on the way out.
Bro, he's 30, he's 40, man.
Hey,
We're
look at
talking
Yoel.
about- yeah, boy, Joel is another fucking
I heard he's
That's
literally
specimen.
like a genetic mutant. Like
He is.
he,
Yeah.
They were testing things in Cuba.
yeah.
yeah, fucking.
His
That was a-
eyes.
That
His,
was a Soviet experiment.
Yeah, they were testing stuff on him. His eyes.
That's crazy.
The muscles behind his eyes were like thicker than
Yeah,
said
like
it was like
5
three
times, right?
Yeah, it was like
3 times, yeah.
3 to 5 times larger than an average human.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Plus, he's in the heavier weight classes too.
Yeah. That'll be a good one. I'm excited for that. When's that one? Patty and
That is April 12th. So coming up.
it's coming up, dude. We only got what, 2 months?
Yep.
That's gonna be a banger of a card, like I said earlier. I'm excited for that, man. Have you run through that card yet or no?
No. You're talking about the April 12th card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
no,
gonna run
we
it
have
down
not.
here. Not we don't have to talk about it. I just want to run it down.
That's
It's getting late.
Miami. Is that
Yeah,
Miami?
April 12th.
314.
Oh,
I don't know if it's Miami. It doesn't say Miami. It's April
That's oh,
12th.
it's Volk versus Lopez is the main event.
Yeah,
yeah,
Volk
Oh, that's the
Miami.
one with
Lopez.
Carl. Oh, this is that really good card.
Yeah, Volk Lopez, main, co-main, Chandler Pimlet. The after that it's Yair and Pitbull. Then you have Jeff Neal and Prates and Silva and Bryce.
Yep, that's
And
that
then you
card.
have I'm not that I don't know. I don't know why they decided to just throw in Dominic Reyes in there.
Against who?
He's been
Uh,
winning though.
he won what?
Two
It's
fights.
two
Pretty
fights.
sure he won his
I'm
last
not a
two.
fan of him.
Why not? He beat John
Krylov,
Jones.
Who's he
Krylov,
fighting?
Krylov.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Um,
probably
he
winning
did
that
beat
one
John
too.
Jones, but then he got knocked out nasty by
Bro,
Polish
Haska.
power.
yeah.
No, not Pro. He got knocked out by
Oh yeah, yeah, Polish
Jan
power,
Blachowicz
right?
first.
Yeah,
Then
it was
Prohaska.
You're right. You're right.
I
Man,
just I don't know. I've never been a fan. Like he's just not
yeah,
very. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, even if he like he looked good in the John Jones fight,
You look great.
yeah, he looked good, but the last round, man, like it's not how you start, but how you finish. And
Yeah,
he was
no.
just running, man. He was just fucking running,
I
and
thought he had it secured. I'm just not a fan of the
yeah,
heavyweight division, or in that was light
Yeah.
heavyweight. But even then, like they started losing me after like all the more known guys. Like right now, like the lightweights, like who's really fighting with the lightweights? Obviously aside from Pereira,
You
like
mean light
heavyweight,
and like
heavyweight?
Cleo.
like
Yeah,
heavyweight,
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like light heavyweight and heavyweight is they kind of lost me. If
yeah.
Pereira didn't go to light heavyweight, what interest do we have in Khalil Roundtree, Jamal Hill? I personally don't.
What's the
Uh,
best three
the best division in the UFC is the
divisions?
lightweight
Three,
division.
three.
Lightweight, flyweight, and welterweight.
I'll say
Now, you know what? I'm going to go
bantamweight,
bantamweight. I'm going to go bantamweight. Sorry,
bantamweight,
sorry.
featherweight, and lightweight.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know why. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I'm going to go lightweight, featherweight, and
And
bantamweight.
bantamweight.
Simply,
Yeah,
the welterweight, they're not active anymore.
yeah,
Right.
When Usman was fighting,
yeah.
it was very active, but now nobody fights, dude.
I
Literally.
mean, we got new blood too. I mean, there's
Oh yeah,
Prates,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
Ian Gary,
yeah.
good
But that's
guys, but
still
Michael
not.
Morales.
right,
But it's still not going to turn that division like unless they all start fighting like
yeah,
the
because
dude
they're not as
55 is literally they're always badass fights going
yeah,
around.
yeah,
Welterweights like they all like to sit and watch. Look at Kobe, wasted literally is the prime of his career just waiting.
yeah.
It's a lot of that in the welterweight division, a lot of that in the heavyweight division. Um, the Pereira is in light heavyweight, and he's changing that because he's fighting. He's got 4 title defenses in a year.
That's crazy.
Uh, so the last person to do that was John Jones. Anyway, at light heavyweight. So
Well, Tom Aspinall is going to beat John Jones, so then we won't need to worry about that anymore. Then
He's
he'll
not
be.
because he's not gonna fight him. John Jones is not gonna fight Tom.
I
he's
don't.
gonna
I
make him
don't think I
cry.
need.
He's gonna
I don't
cry
think
himself
I
to
need
bed
to.
tonight.
Man, I don't think he can handle losing John Jones.
He'll
Well,
lose for 30 million. They're not gonna pay him 30 million though.
I don't think his ego is gonna allow that to happen.
He's gonna come back for a rematch.
yeah, his ego
Nah.
may not allow it, but Tom Aspinall will make it
Plus,
happen.
he doesn't need the money. Like John Jones is one of the richest fighters ever.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm thinking is that he may be that. He may even be the greatest fighter of all time, but he's not better than Tom Aspinall right now.
I agree. I
I think we all
agree.
agree.
So, with that being said, what is your guys' favorite?
Movie.
No, close though. What is your favorite fast casual restaurant? Abe, you do a lot of traveling. Hector, so do you. When you guys are out on the road, what is your favorite fast casual restaurant? And by that I mean like restaurants like Chipotle, Panera Bread, like shit like that. It doesn't have to be those two, but like
Dude,
restaurants
if
in that
you're talking about
vein.
like, so you're talking about like chain restaurants?
Chain, but like I'm talking, it's like the ones that are like a step above the regular fast food. Like you have like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, but then like a step above you have Panera, Chipotle, like stuff like that.
Culver's,
I'll give you my three.
All right, what do we got?
Like, I'm not gonna mention In-N-Out because it's not everywhere, but everywhere we can find Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
Raisin
Raising
Cane's,
Canes, yeah.
and number one for me, Chipotle.
I love
Nah,
Chipotle. I could smack Chipotle every day.
I can't
Every fucking
anymore.
day.
I can't anymore. I do Raising Canes, not in order. Raising Canes, um, Potbelly, and dang, you just said it too. Just
Panera?
said it. No, I don't like Panera. I hate Panera.
Taco Bell.
No. I do like I can always do Culver's regardless. You probably don't never heard of that.
I've heard of
Culver's.
Culver's on a shout out to Company Man video. I don't know if you guys ever watch Company Man.
But yeah, like I can do Chick-fil-A too any day of the week. Um, I can do
I
I'm
agree with
a
that.
big like Wawa guy, so if wherever I'm at, um,
Wawa
Where's
Grill.
where's the closest Wawa to your house? Like where you live?
Florida.
No, it has to be in Pennsylvania. It'd be
What's
closer to
that?
Florida.
Wawa?
It's a gas station.
Wawa?
Yeah, Wawa.
What the fuck? Never heard of that.
It's a gas station. Yeah, it's um, yeah. I don't. We'll
You
take
said
it.
Wawa Grill.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
good too.
Guess
Wawa
how
Grill
far
is the
away
fucking
Wawa is
shit.
from my house?
Probably like 5 minutes.
15.
Yeah,
What kind of food is that?
sandwiches.
You ever
Okay.
like, it's like one of those places where you go in, it's like a bigger building. They have like the screens that you order on, like you get the mac and cheese or like a salad or a breakfast
Okay.
sandwich or a hoagie, shit like that. It's good stuff. I
What
we
about
did
you, Josh?
fast casual. I'm gonna say I'll just get this one out of the way in the beginning. Chipotle is number one. I agree with you there. I just absolutely love it. It's so filling. It tastes so good, and the amount of food you get for the amount of money you
Yeah,
spend, you're like you could always justify it. Like it feels like you're not splurging. It's like I'm very comfortable paying what I'm paying for what I'm about to get.
That's fair.
But yeah, the opposite
plus the
is true.
healthiest.
Right. Yeah. But Abe, to your point, I like Panera, but the opposite is true of Panera. I feel like you're paying way more than what you're getting. It still
Nah,
tastes
dude,
good.
you got to get the big sub, whatever they call it.
They got big subs at Panera.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought they just had these dinky
No,
little
not Panera,
sandwiches.
dude. Not Panera. Potbelly.
Oh, I've never even heard. I mean, I know you mentioned it on the other
Panera's
app, but
trash. I hate Panera.
I like their soup, but it's like
I
overpriced
like the
trash.
soup
soup.
too.
Yeah.
I like the soup.
Trash. Potbelly. If you
The
never had a
broccoli.
Hector,
Where
you
the
ever had
hell
a-
is
you ever
there a
had
Yeah,
Potbelly?
Potbelly?
I got it.
There's one right here in Harlem.
I'd rather get Jimmy John's.
No, dude. No.
I like Jimmy John's because of Los Chiles, way.
Yeah, but you can do that at Panera or
Potbelly's.
Potbelly. Yeah, there's one right there in Harlem.
Yeah, I've been there. I've
You
been
need
there.
to go
Alright,
get the
well,
Avo turkey.
guess where the
Dude.
closest
Our
one is
turkey.
to my house.
I'll go tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. Literally get the XL or whatever. It's like $12, dude. Oh my God.
All right.
You can
Take
put
it-
peppers on it and everything.
You sell
Hey.
me in that one.
Yeah.
Take a guess where the closest Potbelly is to my house.
Stayed away.
Take guess a city. And it's not Philly.
Washington, D.C.
Close. It's Baltimore.
Pittsburgh.
No.
Baltimore.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Man, can I mention a special mention?
Please.
I don't know if there's Portillo's outside of Illinois, but
There is
That's
in
my-
Florida. In Florida.
that's
what is it?
that's my
Portillo's.
Portillo's. That's right now. That's my favorite, man.
What do you get?
Double cheeseburger with bacon.
Big
Uh,
old
Yeah, and
greasy
fucking
old fries.
what's the name? Cheese
Cheese
fries
fries. Yeah.
and a Maxwell Street Polish.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking here. They do have what I see, two in Florida, one in Tampa, one in Brandon, which is close
Yep.
to Tampa.
Yep.
There's one in Indianapolis, one in Michigan, one in or no, I'm sorry, not California. It's in Arizona, but the rest are all around you guys. There's a shitload of them
That's a Chicago
in the
Yeah.
thing.
Chicago area.
It used to be only here, and then now they branched out
It's
to
like
Florida and
3 other states now.
like in
Or
and
four. Four.
like in and out in California.
yeah, but
Oh,
I don't know,
5.
man.
They're in
If I'm in
Wisconsin.
California, dude, I'm literally eating tacos every day. There's no like, oh, I'll just eat something else. I'm gonna go eat In-N-Out. I'm not eating In-N-Out. It's
Yeah, man.
tacos. Well, if I'm in LA, it's tacos every day. If I'm,
Yeah.
say, somewhere else, Bakersfield, Sacramento, then it's different because the culture is different.
Have
But
you
if you
tried Waba Grill?
the
The
Mediterranean,
teriyaki chicken or beef.
I've had the one where it's like the Mediterranean. So you literally
No.
go and you pick up whatever meat you want, you put it in a bowl, and they cook it right in front of you, throw rice. Oh my God, whatever that
It's
is.
good.
Yeah, dude, it's great. I forget. It starts with an H or something.
Okay. No. There's a Hawaiian steakhouse too.
Yeah,
It's pretty popular, but no, this is Guava Girl. It's pretty popular too, and it's healthy.
that's fair. I need to try that then.
Yeah.
Woke up.
Guys,
Well,
I gotta take a piss. My bladder is full of hydrogen
It's all
water.
that hydrogen.
Well,
Yeah.
I tell you what, right now it is 5 minutes after midnight. I have a birthday dinner to go to in the afternoon tomorrow, but I'm gonna have to edit this video and I'm planning on getting cracking on it as soon as it saves to the hard drive. So, with that being said, try to get at least half of it done tonight, hopefully. Probably not. I'm probably gonna edit for an hour and then go to
He's
bed.
gonna watch a movie.
No, I am not watching a movie. The only thing I'm going to be watching is the conversation that we just had for
Just
the
put a
next
Blu-ray
hour.
on.
No, I can't put a movie on and not. I can't have background movie. I'll get distracted. I'll be like, I want to watch the whole thing, and yeah, no, I can't do that. It would have to be a movie I've literally seen not only recently, but like 1,000 times,
Yeah.
like RoboCop. Maybe I'll put on RoboCop. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I said maybe, but the answer is no. It's not going to happen. I'm going to sit in that chair, not where I'm sitting now, but in a chair across the room for the next hour and try to get
Get
ahead.
to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Make sure you edit that. Have fun. Let Hector take a whiz.
Anything else to add before we sign off of episode 12?
Keep tuning in, man. The cards are getting good. April 12th is going to be a banger, and I cannot wait to talk about it. So,
What a time to be a MMA fan.
yeah.
And hey, if you made it this far in the video, shout out to you. That means the world to all of us. It's so cool that you'd want to hear us talk for that long. If you actually listen to us talk for that long, that blows my mind. So thank you for that, if you're listening. But yeah, feels like we're really on a roll now, gentlemen. 12 episodes. I mean, you don't sneeze and get 12 episodes. You gotta do some shit to get that. But we did. So till lucky number 13 next week. See you around. Woo!